I came to Alexandria in 1956 at the age of 5 years old. Alexandria was a great place to grow up. I mean, I can remember riding my bike all over town. We'd spend all afternoon at the beach. Used to ride my bicycle all the way up to Jefferson High School and go to music lessons and carry my string bass straddled across the handlebars of my bicycle to get home. You know, Alexandria at that time, kind of the south end of town was the hospital, and beyond the hospital was really a gravel road and continued to Glenwood. So I graduated from Jefferson in 1969 and went off to the University of Minnesota for an undergraduate degree in business. I started law school in '73 and graduated in '76. So I was working for Judge Iverson and looking for jobs in the legal business at the time, and my parents had just come back from a trip around the world, and we were having dinner one night, and my father said to me, you know, would you ever consider coming back to Alexandria to help me in the business? People would call me Pete. They didn't know my name was Fred. They'd call me Pete after my father, and after I'd been around for 10 or 15 years, we'd be walking down the street and I noticed people were calling him Fred. So he took that as a compliment. When I moved back to Alexandria, I first became involved in the Alexandria JCs as a way to meet other young people in the community. And about that time, I met Frank Starkey, and he had talked about the startup of the Technical College Foundation. So I served on that board for a number of years and served as its first president from outside of the school. And then our family's been involved with Theater La Hamadou for many years and tried to keep that going. And then, of course, the Maritime Museum, now the Legacy of the Lakes Museum, has been really a favorite of mine because I love being on the water and I love the old wood boats. One of the great things about coming back to Alexandria was to be able to get my kids into the same school system that really had nurtured me, and both of them are successful and have had really great education. It's important to volunteer and put your heart behind the passion, and if a community is going to grow and become better, it really does it because of community involvement by people that live and breathe and, you know, love the community. It's really important to become involved in something that you believe in. So pick a cause that's near and dear to your heart, but also try to maintain some balance. Make sure that you realize that this is just the volunteer part of your life and that your real job maybe comes first. Don't become over-involved because you'll become burned out. You know, the advice I'd like to give to Josh is just continue the good work of the people that have been involved for the last 10 years and make sure that you talk about the foundation wherever possible, because it's getting the word out that will help make the foundation successful in the future.